Lord gave me this vision. So I saw a letter or a document, and at the very top of this document was an insignia. It was black, and it was stamped right on top of this piece of paper. And on the insignia, the black insignia, there was a symbol, and it looked like a triangle or a pyramid, similar to like that of the all-seeing eye, though it wasn't that. This triangle symbol or this pyramid was gray in color, and it was right on top of this black insignia. And underneath that that stamp was all these lines of instruction. And in the vision, I received interpretation that there were false promises beneath this seal. Okay? So then I saw this fancy pen. So we have this document with the insignia and all these lines of instruction and false promises. And I saw this fancy pen, like this gold, probably like $1,000 pen, you know, something very fancy. And then I saw all of these hands come out of nowhere, and all these hands started signing this document. Vast array of hands. I couldn't even put a number on it, but all these hands just started signing this document, essentially coming into agreement with it. So the vision ended, and it actually changed to that of like a luxurious apartment. Like we're talking like thousands of dollars type of an apartment with the stainless steel fridge, the beautiful countertops, just all of the updated nice appliances. And I actually saw an Oriental woman standing in a kitchen. She was about 30 years old, and she turned and kind of faced me in the vision, and on her forehead was the same insignia and black seal that was on that piece of paper. So she was smiling, and it was perceived that she had all of her needs met. Cut to the next scene. So we have this lady in the apartment. She has the insignia on her head. She has all of her needs met. And then the vision switches to like this line of people standing outside, and they were waiting outside of some kind of a building, and it was perceived that they were poor and they were trying to make ends meet, that they didn't have their needs met. They were in tarnished and tattered clothing. And I saw them all huddled together outside trying to stay warm. And the vision switched to an older gentleman who was standing there, and he was clutching a ragged and worn Bible, and it was clear that he didn't want to let it go. So that's how the vision ended. And as I saw the Lord in it, I believe this was some sort of a vision symbolizing the coming of the mark of the beast. You know, we had this document with all these lines of instruction and false promises, and all the hands that were signing this document, I believe, were all coming into agreement with the mark of the beast and what's coming, that they were giving their approval and coming into agreement with it. And then the lady who was in the apartment with the insignia on her head, the interpretation I got for that was those that accept the mark are going to have all these false promises and all these false needs that are met. And she looked happy, but it was evident that she had taken the mark. And those that were outside standing in the cold, huddled together, were those that rejected the mark of the beast. They didn't have their needs met. They were struggling to make ends meet, and they were huddled together trying to stay warm. And the man holding the Bible represented just the Christian church and those that choose to reject the mark of the beast, that they're holding and clinging on to the word of God. So guys, know that in the future, if ever we're presented with something, we'll know that as believers, that this is the mark of the beast.